Hello everyone, welcome to Technologies Discussion Channel. Today, I'd like to embark a new topic which is on sustainability. Okay, so this word sustainability, in fact, is very hot and is also a buzzword, especially in Singapore. Okay, so recently, I'm actually asked to come on board onto the sustainability journey. So therefore, while learning, I guess that the best way to learn is also to share what I learned. Firstly, for this video, I'm going to discuss what is actually sustainability, or maybe the definition of sustainability, and also sustainable. Okay, so this word sustainability and sustainable, they actually look quite similar to me. However, after careful research, there is actually a clear distinction when we actually say sustainability or sustainable. So therefore, the objective of this video is to discuss the difference between sustainability and also sustainable. This will be the part 1 series discussion on sustainability. So guys, I hope to come up new videos soon on sustainability. So if you're keen to know more about sustainability, okay, please take a look on the playlist under the description. Over there, hopefully you will be able to find the discussion on sustainability soon. This is my email. If you have any question regards on this discussion, please drop me an email. And before I continue, I'd like to urge you guys to support this channel by pressing the like and also the subscribe button. Please also turn on your notification bell in order to receive more information from this channel. Guys, once again, thank you so much for your strong support. Firstly, I'd like to define what is sustainability and also what is sustainable. Okay, before I continue, I will use this green color box to represent sustainability, and I will use this blue color box to represent sustainable. So let's come to the definition of sustainability. Okay, sustainability is the capacity to endure and maintain over time. In a broader sense, it refers to the ability of a system or process to continue function without depleting essential resource or causing long-term harm to the environment. Okay, so this is the definition of sustainability. As for sustainable, okay, basically it's an adjective that describes something capable of being maintained over the long term without causing excessive depletion of resource or harm to the environment. Okay, it implies the ability of a process, product, or practice to endure and meet the current needs without compromise the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. So if you put this together, okay, there are lots of similarity. Okay, but I like to highlight the key difference. Okay, so basically the key difference I highlight in red, which is capacity and also capable. Okay, let me give you a simple example. Okay, let's remove away sustainability. Okay, by purely understand capacity. Okay, for example, you can say that okay, I need 50 liters of petrol in order to travel 300 kilometers. Okay, so basically capacity is 50 liters of petrol to travel 300 kilometers. Okay, as for capable, okay, I can say that this car is capable to travel from Singapore to KL, okay, part of Malaysia, KL. Okay, so basically you can imagine that the distance is also 300 kilometers, but over here I emphasize on capable, okay, the capable of the car to travel from Singapore to KL. Okay, so basically this is a key difference. Okay, but let's take a closer look on the next slide in order to understand the key difference between sustainability and also sustainable. Okay, so as I highlight earlier on, the key words different will be capacity and also capable. Okay, so let's come to the capacity first. Capacity refers to the ability or potential to hold, contain, or produce something. Okay, it can also indicate the maximum amount that something can contain or produce. Okay, so capacity remove away the sustainability first. Okay, so over here you can see that okay, basically the key thing is okay, we can have some form of example. The fuel tank has a capacity of 50 liters. The stadium has a seating capacity of 20,000 people. Her brain has the capacity to solve complex problem. Okay, so over here you can see that okay, I will say that the outcome is more or less measurable. Okay, for example, we talk about fuel tank 50 liter, stadium about 20,000. Okay, she actually has the capacity all the know-how how to solve a complex problem. Okay, so this is basically under the sustainability. Let's take a look under the sustainable, okay, which is capable. Capable refer to the abilities or competency to perform a particular action or task. It implies having the necessary skills, aptitudes, or qualities to accomplish something. Okay, for example, she is capable of handling challenging projects. The team is capable of winning the championship. The machine is capable of processing large amount of data. Okay, so this is one of the example I illustrate earlier on. Okay, let's say based on sustainability. Okay, remove away the sustainability, but in terms of capacity, okay, I told you earlier on. Okay, I need 50 liter of petrol in order to travel. Okay, 300 kilometer. Okay, as for capable, okay, I have mentioned that this car is capable to drive from Singapore to KL. Okay, you can imagine that. Okay, so this is not part of the criteria, but you can imagine that from Singapore to KL is also 300 kilometer. Okay, so let's take another close look on this in order to fully understand the difference between sustainability and sustainable. Okay, over here, okay, so basically, let me do a very quick summarize here. Okay, in summarize, capacity is more about the potential or volume of something, while capable focus on the ability or competency of someone or something to perform a specific action or task. Okay, so next slide here, okay, let's emphasize on application. Okay, sustainability application and sustainable application. Okay, for sustainability is often applied to various contexts, including environment sustainability, economic sustainability, and social sustainability. It can relate to the practice and policy that aim to minimize negative impact and promote the well-being of the planet, society, and also economy in the long run. Okay, let's come to the sustainable application. Okay, this term is often used to describe specific action, okay, products or strategies that align with the principle of sustainability. For example, sustainable agriculture refer to farming practice that minimize environment impact and support long-term productivity. Okay, so let's take a look on the next slide. Okay, so let me give you the example of agriculture. Okay, so because sustainable is so-called is an adjective, so basically it can be also, most of the time I will say that it should be named as like sustainable agriculture, sustainable learning, sustainable transport, etc. Okay, as for sustainability, okay, basically I think that the correct way to name it should be like agriculture sustainability, transport sustainability, etc. Let's come to the definition. Okay, let's come to the definition. Let's say I give you an example which is called the agriculture sustainability. Agriculture sustainability is a broader concept that encompasses the entire agriculture system. Okay, you can see that it's a broader concept. It covers the entire agriculture system, including the economic, social, and environment aspect. Okay, it look at the overall ability of the agriculture sector to meet the needs of the present without compromise the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. Okay, so in short, you can see that this agriculture sustainability, okay, they cover a much wider scope. Okay, it basically can be encompass the whole entire of agriculture system. Again, okay, it also doesn't, all these are almost the same with the sustainable. Okay, we must ensure that they will not compromise our future generation. While we meet our own need, okay, we must be sure that it won't compromise the ability of future generation. Let's take a look on sustainable agriculture. Okay, sustainable agriculture refers to the practice of farming in a way that is environment sound, economic viable, and social responsible. It involves the methods and techniques that aim to maintain or enhance soil fertilization, minimize the use of synthetic input such as pacifier and also fertilizer, and promote the well-being of farmer and local community. Okay, over here you can see that earlier on I have mentioned this. For sustainability, it actually apply to various, or maybe for agriculture, you can see that it actually apply to whatever that is related to agriculture. But for sustainable, they actually describe a specific action. Okay, for example, I want to have a sustainable agriculture. The key thing that I want to look at probably will be how to make my land more fertile. Okay, for example, you can see that there are lots of ways that I can make the land more fertile. Basically, you can see that they are very clear. Okay, as mentioned here, they actually describe a very specific thing that I want to do in order to achieve this sustainable agriculture, for example. As for sustainability, you can see that they actually apply to a wide scope. The whole so-called agriculture sustainability, basically under the care of this sustainability application. Okay, so I hope with this, you actually quite clear the key difference between agriculture sustainability and also sustainable agriculture. Okay, before I move on, okay, if this video helps you, okay, please help to like this video and also consider to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. Let's continue. Okay, now let's put on focus. Okay, agriculture sustainability extend beyond the practice on individual farm and includes consideration of the entire food supply chain, market dynamics, rural development, and the well-being of farming communities. It addresses the systematic challenge and opportunity associated with agriculture on a larger scale. Okay, over here you can see that this agriculture sustainability, in fact, is a much bigger word. Okay, it not only emphasize on this agriculture sustainability, it cover the whole food chain, for example. It cover the whole food chain. It also study the market dynamic, which can be like supply and demand, whether we can meet the demand. Okay, it also cover like the rural development. Okay, how does the rural development actually affect the agriculture, etc. So basically, you can see that for sustainability, they actually look at the bigger picture. As for sustainable agriculture, okay, the term sustainable agriculture is more specific and direct relate to the agriculture practice employed on a farm. Okay, so basically, purely focus whatever thing that we want to practice basically on my farm or your farm. Okay, basically it is very specific, but this agriculture sustainability, you can see that okay, it go beyond agriculture sustainability. Maybe you can imagine that they actually take care the whole entire food chain. Okay, so over here you can see that it emphasizes the method used in cultivation, livestock management, and also the overall farm operation that are sustainable over the long term. Okay, so with this, I think more or less, I think you are pretty sure the key difference between sustainability and also sustainable. Let's draw a quick conclusion also. Okay, sustainable agriculture is more focused on the specific farming practice that promote sustainability. Agriculture sustainability takes a broader view, consider the sustainability of the entire agriculture system, including economics, social, and environment dimension. Okay, both of them, however, share the common goals of ensuring that agriculture remain viable and beneficial in the long run without depletion the natural resource or cause harm to the environment. You can see that the outcome is the same, whether is it sustainability or sustainable. Basically, is how to protect our resource, ensure that it will not impact our next generation, won't cause damage to the environment, etc., etc. But over here, you can actually see that sustainability actually cover a wider scope. As for sustainable, they actually are very specific. For example, what method that you want to apply in order to practice this sustainable agriculture. Okay, so basically, this is the key difference between sustainability and also sustainable. Let's come to my last slide. Okay, let me give you an example which I have give it to you earlier on, but let's draw a quick conclusion based on a sustainability example. Environmental sustainability involves practice that seek to reduce the footprint, carbon footprint, conserve resource, and also minimize pollution to ensure the health of ecosystem for future generation. You can see that, for example, for environment, okay, besides looking at the environment, they look at a lot of scope, okay, in order to achieve this environment sustainability. As for sustainable example, okay, it can be very specific. For example, a company adopting sustainable business practice may focus on reducing waste, using renewable energy source, and ensure fair labor practice to contribute to the overall goal of sustainability. Okay, so basically, these two led to the success. Okay, will ensure that we don't cause any harm to our future generation. Okay, we also don't harm the environment, etc., etc. But you can see that under sustainable, okay, it actually more specific. For example, you belong to this company, you actually do a simple action in order to promote sustainability. So basically, this is the key difference between sustainable and also sustainability. In summary, okay, sustainable is often used to describe specific action or practice. Okay, so basically this is what I mentioned. Sustainable is mainly to describe a very specific action or practice that you want to do in your company, for example. While sustainability refers to the broader concept of maintaining balance and continuity in environment, economics, and also social system over the long term. Okay, so with this, I'd like to end my discussion. I hope now you understand the key difference between sustainability and also sustainable. Thank you so much, guys. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye for now. Thank you so much.